Down with my friends, going hella down with my friends. Walked in, going hella down with my friends, going hella down with my.
So the mic's not on, but I'm gonna act like it is.
Okay.
Alright, yo, thank you for showing up and being here for this and what is going on here.
The mic's gotta tell us.
So my name is Leslie, but I go by L, and I go by L for like multiple reasons. And it's not the letter L, it's like EL, like Mexican the. The reason is because because when I was like younger, and when your friends trying to hook you up with somebody, it's like, yo, go talk to my homie L. And their first response was usually, yo, like, I'm not gay. And it's like, he's not a girl. And I'm like, I'd be on three-way like, yo, hi. And it was just, an embarrassing situation. So it's like, yo, let's switch that. Let's go with L. L is way more cooler. It's a letter. People understand. But I came up at a time of Clueless. So if you know Clueless and like Cheryl Horowitz and them, they was throwing an L on their forehead, they be like, no, loser, right? So when I be like, yo, my name is L, they be like L, like loser, and it's like, fuck, I can't win. So it took me a long time to be like L. I hear my Spanish homies talking and they say L, and I'm like, L, fuck with that. So so that's why it's L. Right, EL. So as you can see, I'm at Stage Te Amo. Stage Te Amo is also an appropriation, but we Americans, that's what we do as Americans. And how we do that is if you go to any American city, what cuisine are they known for? You go down in New Orleans, Louisiana, what they known for? Beignets. Them shits is French. That's not American. You know what's American? Putting bacon in shit. We put bacon in donuts. We put bacon. We put bacon in cereal. We just put it in shit. We like, yo, that's American. It's like, no, it's not. It's nasty.
I love it.
So yeah, like that, and then the most American thing is Taco Bell. There's nothing natural about Taco Bell. Right? That's space food. You know what? Talk about space later. What else was I talking? So, I didn't know my privilege went so deep. Right? And what I mean by that is I went to go buy a mop. And I'm on the mop aisle. And I'm looking for like that old school, like real style industrial. Ring it out, use it. They don't got that shit no more. At least at like Home Depot, the regular home store where you go for home supplies. Nah, they got this mop that's like a self-ringing mop. It's a little cheap thing. It's like $10. It's literally $10 mop. I bought 2 of them because I knew I was going to break the first one. But I was highly upset because I asked the dude, I'm standing on the aisle for a good 10 minutes. And I stood there long enough to make him wonder if I was stealing. Right? So I sent somebody over. And he's like, hey, can I help you? And it's like, yeah, where's the fucking mop ringers? And he's like, we got that right there. And I'm like, you got something better? And he's like, nah. It's like, the fuck? So we just kind of looked at each other like, all right. So that's all you got? And you ain't got no options. Nope and nope. So here we go. I'm dealing with this cheap ass mop. And it's just not a good plan, dude. I'm telling you. They told me that for what I wanted, I had to go to the industrial supply store. That's how deep my privilege goes, because I have some industrial supply shit that I thought was normal, and every house had it. It's like they didn't. Like usually, when a person that looks like me says something about privilege, it's like, oh, he's talking about like the upper class and he wasn't privileged, right? And it's like, nah. Wasn't the case. Like, I'll say some shit, and my friends will look at me like, bro, you ain't never been poor. It's like, what do you mean by that? Like, I grew up in the same neighborhood as you did. And it's like, I mean, you did, but like, so we figured this out. So there's the rap charts, right? You know how like the rap charts is just urban music. Then there's the pop charts, that's like white music, like worldwide. And then you got the options to either transition to pop music. You could be like the bottom of the pops or the top of the raps. My life, I've been at the top of the raps. Like living it the fuck up. Just like not, like I didn't transition, I didn't live in the white neighborhood where shit was just bigger and it's like, oh, look at this, I gotta be fancy because they fancy. It's like, nah. I was at the top of the raps in the hood with all the dope shit. And I recommend that's what you shoot for. Don't like that crossover shit ain't worth it. Literally, there's a song called "Crossover" by EPMD where they like, yo, don't cross over. Don't cross over. Stay where you at and you'll be just fine, bro. You can live it up. I thought everybody had a beach house. That's not real. It's like, nah, bro. Nobody else did that. I came up with this. So there's this song called The Box. And he has this line where he's like, I'm about to clean these, I'm about to mop them, clean them like detergent. And I'm like, yo, I got a way iller bar, way iller rap. You can say mop them, clean them like linoleum. Like that's way ill, nobody raps linoleum. My friends looked at me and was like, bruh, don't nobody know what linoleum is. And I'm like, how do you not know what linoleum is? And they're like, bruh, detergent, mop. I'm like, but you don't even use detergent with mop. And they're like, bruh, it's soap. And I'm like, and that was where it clicked where I'm like, oh, cats didn't have the specific soaps either. Like there's dish soap, there's the washing machine soap, and there's like detergent. Niggas just use detergent for everything. I didn't know. I was new. And I'm like, okay, I'm 36 now. I figured this out when I was 35. So yeah, that's just kind of how things go. So I was gonna get back to space. Can't trust space, right? Like, and the reason you can't trust space is we live on Earth. Now, granted, we might be the aliens here, but we can breathe here, right? They talk about spaces going from Australia to New York in like hours. Like, you could do it. You know, you just hop in a spaceship, nuclear power, some weird shit, right? But the key to space travel is they have to calculate how much air you're gonna breathe on the way there, right? And on the way back, like the whole time, they have to calculate that much. Do you trust American Airlines with that math? Uh-oh. Right? And gas is cheap though, so you really go trust Spirit to be like, yo, down to the cubic centimeter of air you need, plus the carbon dioxide exit that's needed when you fart. Right? You counting, you expecting these airlines that really just trying to cram as many people as they can into the spaceship to like save your life? At that point, you got to think you the cargo, bro. They just want you dead and trying to sell you while you're out of here. Hey, my name is Leslie. Thank you for listening.
I feel myself now.